Hello, teacher and everyone. My name is Nguyen Mai. My student ID is 11230564. Today, I'm going to introduce to you to our project, which is School Management System, and our course ID is Database Management System. So firstly, we will dive into our introduction. The School Management System project was developed to address the administrative and academic challenges of managing a school environment. The system allows administrators to manage student and teacher records, subjects, classes, and grades through a centralized and user-friendly interface. This project utilizes Python with KIVYND for the graphical user interface and MySQL as the backend database system. The goal is to streamline workflows, enhance data accuracy, and improve access to academic information. Secondly, we will talk about system objectives. The school management system was developed to help schools organize and manage important academic and administrative information in a more efficient and reliable way. Instead of using paper records or spreadsheets, the system brings everything into a single digital platform that is easy to use and maintain. The main goals of the system are centralized data management. All data related to students, teachers, classes, and subjects or grades is stored into only one place. This makes it easier to find and update or manage information without confusion or duplication. Secondly, about role-based access, the system supports three user roles, which are admins, teachers, and students. Each role has its own login and is only allowed to use the features related to their responsibilities. Thirdly, we have automation of key tasks. Admin can add, edit, or delete records quickly without manual paperwork. Teachers can submit and update student grades directly in the system. This can reduce the chance of errors and will save time. And lastly, we have the quick and accurate access to information. Students can check their personal profiles and grades anytime they want. Teachers can also view student lists and grade records. Admins can manage and monitor school data easily. In addition, we will introduce to you about implementation summary. First of all, we have some implemented functionalities. Here we have the actors, actions, and the descriptions of our actions. We can see that all users will be provided with action, which is login, and this helps them to authenticate user based on username, password, and role. Next, we have the actors, which are students. They have the function to view personal information, update personal information, view class information, and also view academic results. Next, to teacher, they are provided with some actions, which are view personal information, update personal information, view teaching classes, and lastly, which is submit grades. And the most important is admin. Admin can use the function to view teachers, classes, and subject lists. Also, they can view lists of teachers teaching a subject. Next, admin is provided to view lists of students in the class. They can edit information of teachers, students, classes, and subjects. Their ability also is adding teachers, students, classes, and subjects. And last but not least, they can delete teachers, students, and also subjects. Now, we will talk about the system qualities. The system is designed to be user-friendly, secure in access, and easy to maintain, meeting the practical needs of school environment. About the user-friendly interface, the system is constructed using KIVYND interface. This is very intuitive, clean, and follows material design. It works well on both desktops and mobile devices, make it accessible for staff anytime, anywhere. About login role-based access, a simple login system with role-based access control ensures users only see functions and relevant to their roles. Teachers can manage their classes and input grades, while admins have full system access. Although passwords are not encrypted in this version, access is still logically protected. Then we have maintainable and modular code. Using the MVC architecture, the system separates data, interface, and logic. This makes the code base easier to update or expand, for example, adding features without affecting other parts. Then we have the scalable and performance. This design allows for future upgrades like attendance or parent portals. Indexes help keep data queries fast and the app responsive, even with more data over time. And now my friend Nguyen Hằng will introduce to you about the fourth part, which is database design.
Now I'm going to talk about the database design parts of a school management system. In this system, we built a relational database with 8 main tables: users, students, teachers, admins, classes, subjects, grades, and an additional linking table, teacher class. We used MySQL to design and manage this database. Now I will briefly explain the relationships between these tables. The users tables handle login credential for all users. Each user has a specific role: student, teacher, or admin. Therefore, the users table link to students, teachers, and admins via foreign keys. The students, teachers, and admins tables store the basic information for each role. A teacher can teach multiple classes, and a class can have multiple teachers. To represent this many-to-many relationship, we create the teacher-class linking table. The grades table stores student scores and percentage wage for each subject. About the summary of main tables. Users includes fields like user ID, username, password, user type, and foreign keys linking to students, teachers, or admins. This table manages login access and role identification. Students includes student ID as the primary key, student code, which is automatically generated by a trigger, student name, birth date, and class ID, which is linked to the classes table. Teachers includes teacher ID, teacher code, which is also auto-generated, teacher name, and subject ID linked to the subjects table. Teachers are connected to classes through the teacher class table. Grades includes grade ID, student ID, and subject ID as the foreign keys. Percentage and score used to store a student's performance in each subject. Other tables like classes, subjects, and admins are also connected using foreign keys to ensure data integrity. We also added some sample data for our tables. To make the system smarter and more efficient, we implemented several stored procedures and triggers. Triggers automatically generate student code, teacher code, and admin code when new records are added. This makes the system consistent and reduces manual input. Another trigger automatically inserts a record into the users table whenever a student, teacher, or admin is added, with a default password of 12345 to allow immediate login. A few notable stored procedures we can mention here. The first one is get student subjects grades by code, which takes the student code as the parameter. This retrieves all subject grades for a student. The next one is add grade by teacher code, which takes teacher code, student code, weight, and score as parameters. This allows teachers to add grades for students. There are many more stored procedures, and queries are organized in the database utilizes .py to support data display, score entry, and information updates. These procedures and triggers help automate operations, reduces human errors, and save time for school administrator. That's the summary of our database design. We aim to create a clear, well-structured system that effectively manages user roles, academic results, and the relationship between classes, subjects, and teachers.
Nguyen Mai Anh and I will continue to talk about the system architecture. The first one is about the technology stack. In our system, we use a modern, efficient stack to ensure a smooth user experience and reliable data management. For front-end interface, we use KVMD, a material design compliant framework for intuitive, tech-friendly interface across desktop and mobile. For backend interface, we were developed in Python. We choose it for clarity, flexibility, and strong library support. Moreover, for the database, we use the MySQL, a fast, scalable, and widely used relational database system. For the communication between MySQL and Python, we use MySQL connector Python library to enable secure and efficient communication between Python and MySQL database. Together, this tech provides a solid, scalable foundation for building interactive, data-driven application. The next part is the application flow. The first one I will talk about the application flow for student. This is designed for a smooth and intuitive student experience. It beginning with a login screen for user authentication. After that, students are taken into home screen, the main navigation hub. From here, students can access class detail that enable user to view enrolled class schedule, subject, and instructors. Moreover, students can also access grade detail that allowing them for checking academic performance across subject and assessment. A user can also access student detail to see and update personal information like contact detail via the Tran detail module. This navigation is simple and user-friendly, allowing students to independently manage their academic record while promoting transparency and accountability. The second one is the teacher interface application flow. This module is designed for efficient academic and administrative task management. It beginning at the login screen, followed by access to the home screen, the main navigation hub. The key feature include class detail, allow teachers to view all the side class. Moreover, it also includes specific class detail for drilling down into class profile, enroll student, and subject info. Moreover, this module also provides submit grade for quickly input and updating student grade. The last one is the teacher detail for managing personal or professional information. We update to the Tran detail module. The interface for teacher priority usability, enabling teacher to manage class and grade while maintaining up-to-date personal information. The last part is the administrator interface application flow. The admin interface offers full control over system operation and data management. After logging in, admin access the home screen, the gateway to core module. This provides teacher detail for adding, editing, or deleting teacher profile to maintain accurate staff record. It also offers subject detail for managing subject and view teacher of subject for curriculum alignment. They also offer class detail for performing comprehensive class management, including adding, editing, deleting class entry, view students of class and managing their profile, and it also assign and managing teaching staff for a class. Finally, I will talk about the module structure. The application follows a modular structure to maintain the core clarity and separation. The first one is the core file in the main part. This is the entry point of the application that initialize the KVM, the app, and manage the screen navigation. The second one is the data directory. The database sequence contains the complete database scheme and seed data for initial setup. The next one is the screen directory. This part includes four main parts. The first one is the login screen part for handling user authentication, drone-based login functionality. The next part is student home screen part for this is the main dashboard for students to view their personal information, grade, and class detail. The next part is for the admin, including admin home screen part for main dashboard for administrator with access to all management function. The next one is the paginated table part. This is the reusable component for displaying data in paginated table across the admin screen. The next one is the admin home screen part for access to all management function. The next one is the admin teacher screen part. This is the interface for managing teacher record. The next one is the admin subject screen part. This is the screen for subject management. And the last one for admin is the admin classes screen part. This is the interface for class and student management. The last part of screen directory is teacher, including a teacher home screen part. It's the main dashboard for teachers showing their classes and teaching schedule. The next one is the teacher classes part. This is the interface for managing assigned class and student grade. And the last one is the class display part. This is the component for displaying detailed class information and student list. The last component of this structure is utility. It's for containing on the database operation and sequence query, providing a centralized interface for database interaction.
Now I'm gonna show how application works. We run the main file to start the application. So this is the login screen. We're gonna log in as student first. Here's where to choose the role. If we log in without filling all the fields, there will be an alert here. This is student home screen. What we see here is same as when we click on student details. If we want to change any information, we click edit and change what we want to. My classes is to show the students, subjects, and teachers, which is already shown here. Academic results shows all of the students' grade, subjects, weights, and GPA. Now we log in as teacher. So this is the teacher home screen. Same as students, we view and change details here. Name has changed. My classes is to show all the classes that the teacher is teaching. By choosing a class, it shows the list of students and their GPA. We can sort by GPA, like this, or we can sort by name. If we choose a student, it will show the grade, and if we want to change the grade, we click change. As we can see, the GPA has changed. If we want to submit grade, we click here. We enter the student code, the weight, and the score we want to submit. So the GPA for the student will change here, like this. Now we want to check if the results are the same in the student home screen, in the academic results. So as we see, the GPA has been updated. Now log in as admin. When we click teachers, it will show all teachers and their information, just like this. And we can search for teacher on the search bar. Like this. And we can edit the information here. Update it successfully. And we can also filter by subject here. I will choose music. It will be like this. If we click delete, the system will ask if we are sure or not. And the teacher will no longer here. Similarly, if we click classes, it will show all classes and their total students. We view students of the class. And we can also add a new student here. The birth date must be in this format. We try again. Filter as student because we have an incorrect value. We're gonna try again. We choose the correct date value. We successfully added a new student. Like this. If we click here, it will show a list of subjects. Like this. And we can add a subject here. We enter the name of the subject. Here is DBMS. Since the subject is newly added, the total is 0. We can add a new teacher to the subject. Here we enter the name of the new teacher and their email. We added successfully. So now the total must be 1. And that's all. Thank you for listening.